So what were my reactions when I learned that an award had been named for me, the Outstanding Scientific Communicator Award? Well, first, certainly, I was very surprised. I'd never dreamed that such a thing would happen. For one's name to be on an award is a very tangible honor that I very much appreciate from OER and the organization. And lastly, I'm very pleased to learn that there is such an award. It is a topic that I deem very important, as everybody knows, and I think to recognize those who put the effort into becoming effective communicators is a very, very appropriate thing for OER and for NOAA to do. I've often been asked what principles have I tried to base my presentations on, and I gradually learned a few of these over time, and let me mention a few of them. First of all, and it almost goes without saying, it's important to be speaking on an area in which you're very knowledgeable. The audience deserves to know that it is getting solid, reliable information from the science. Secondly, and very important, is to have a knowledge built of what the audience would seek from me in the way of information. For example, congressmen want to know, if I choose this, then what would happen? If I choose that, what would happen? School children, for example, want to know what's the excitement. They want to catch the excitement of it all. And the general public mainly wants to know, is this really, really a real issue? So quite a variety, and knowing that ahead of time allows one to decide it. Third point is that we're scientists and we can speak on the science. One will often be asked, well, what should we do? What should the policies be? What would you recommend? All of those are outside of our expertise. Others have that expertise. And what I've found is that unbiased, no axe to grind information is as valuable a thing that scientists can provide as anything else. And then finally, just a word of practicality. I realized that newspapers had it right when they tell the bottom line first and then explain it. And in many times, particularly in short talks to busy people, if you tell them what your point is and then spend as much time as you sense would be appropriate to explain why you believe that bottom line. Knowing we have a new award, knowing that Keith Dixon was chosen to receive the first one, was very, very gratifying, and I give Keith my warmest congratulations. I looked over what he had done and knew of activities that he had done, and it's a very, very appropriate choice. Climate change is complex, and even to describe topics like ice albedo to a wide variety of audiences, to do that in a way that its fundamental importance gets brought out, but avoiding glazed eyes in some parts of the listeners requires a real, real gift. And I admire what he has done in that regard and send him my very, very best congratulations on that. So in summary, a new award, I'm honored and so pleased that it bears my name. It's a very appropriate award. In my opinion, the need for effective communication of the scientific issues associated with pressing environmental issues has never been higher, and it will probably only grow and grow. And secondly, the ability for scientists to seek after interacting with a wide spectrum of information user groups has never been more important than it is now. Speaking of effective communication, speaking of unbiased communication, telling what you know and what you don't know, and speaking of interacting over a wide range of user groups, I think, in my belief, I've just stated NOAA's mission. News you can use, provided in user-friendly terms, with no policy axe to grind. Thanks very much to OER and NOAA for naming this award after me.